let me go out like this.
Please, Joan, I would rather just preserve the last shred of respect I have for you.
Last shred of respect? Last shred... What? Oh, what? So this is all on me now? Wait a minute, I let you down? Did it ever occur to you that maybe our failure to connect was all your fault? That you just couldn't turn me on? I mean, maybe you just didn't have the moves, huh? Maybe you didn't have the manhood, the prowess to get Joan Clayton to the Big O. You know what, William? You don't get to the World Series just because you got a big bat. You need technique, buddy. You need skills.
No, Joan, with you, I would need the jaws of life. You wouldn't know wet in the shower.
Kiss my ass, William.
I tried that. It didn't work.
I don't know how you voted for Bush, because you don't know anything about one.
At least the one I voted for knows how to screw somebody.
Women cannot deal with rejection. It's like they're used to getting what they want. They're used to having things go their way. When they don't get their way, they complain to whoever they need to, and whatever they want, it happens. So when a woman is rejected in today's society, she can't deal with it. It's not normal for her to have to take no for an answer. And I'm going to try to give some examples on how and why, and what they do when they are rejected. Say a woman is 5'8", 5'9", which is pretty tall for a female in America. She's definitely above average for her height. But she realizes that men who are 6 feet and above, or even around that, between 6 feet to 6'3", don't be checking for her. She feels rejected. But women can't deal with rejection, so what does she do? She redefines the rejection. She says that most men, key point in words, most men, when most men are under 6 feet, 75% of men are. She says most men are intimidated by her height, which is not true. They just have a preference for shorter women. She redefines his preference as intimidation. Why? Because she cannot deal with rejection. It's not her fault. It's everybody else's. Another example is, say a woman is overweight and not healthy, and she's attracted to a guy who somewhat is in shape or is healthy, and he has a preference for someone like himself. But her whole life she's been told she's big, she's beautiful, she's voluptuous. All these political correct terms are saying you're fat. But she feels good about herself, she's confident, she's happy. So when she realizes the guy that she wants is not checking for her, she feels rejected. But women can't deal with rejection, so what she does is she redefines that rejection because it's not her fault. She redefines your rejection of her for being attracted to someone that does not look like her by saying that you're shallow. Because she can't deal with rejection. And the sad thing is, most of her friends will tell her, girl, it ain't you, it's him. You ever notice how these silly quotes that these people have on Facebook, you know, real dogs eat bones, real men like meat, things of that nature? Those are things that make them feel better for the situation. Instead of examining what's wrong with them and changing that situation, they're saying, take me as I am. Which means take me with high blood pressure, heart disease, diabetes, potential stroke, all these situations. Instead of changing that and getting what you want and being more appealing to what you want, she redefines it and says you're shallow. Let's just say a man is confident, and we know that confident men have options, and women say that they're attracted to confident men. Now let's just say that that man has an option, but this particular female is not one of them. She feels rejected by this, but she redefines his confidence because women can't deal with rejection. See, the confidence that she had, which was attracted to her, is now turned into he's cocky, he's arrogant. Why? Only because she was rejected, and women cannot deal with rejection. Said guy is involved with a female who's loud, who's argumentative, quarrelsome, and ill-tempered. And that relationship ends, which it should, because most men don't want to deal with that. And say the man ends up with another woman who's more gentle, reverent in her behavior, so to speak, and more submissive in nature. The previous woman feels rejected, but she can't deal with that rejection, so she redefines his new choice, and not only his decision to part ways with her, but he also redefines the woman he's with now. See, he'll say he's weak, he can't handle a strong woman, or what have you. He can't deal with a woman who has her own opinions and all these other things that they say to deflect from their rejection. But the sad thing is, she also redefines the woman who he says is more submissive, who's more caring and loving, and she's more feminine. She says that she's just a weak woman, or she's a doormat. Why? Because she can't deal with the rejection, and it's not her fault. It can never be her fault, so she'll always redefine the situation to make herself feel better. Another example, sad man doesn't want children, or he does want children, he just doesn't want to inherit a pre-made family. He's content, he knows what he wants. He doesn't want to deal with the situations and the drama that comes along with inheriting a family. And to the woman who has kids and is single, and she's attracted to this particular man, she'll redefine his wants and needs and his choice, and she'll say he's selfish. He's selfish because he doesn't want to take over a situation that he had absolutely nothing to do with. It's not the previous man who left her with child's fault, but it's the guy who's rejecting to take up for where he dropped off at, because she can't deal with rejection. So she has to redefine it, because it's not her fault. She can do nothing wrong. Age ain't nothing but a number, so they say, but not to an older woman. She says she's in a relationship with a guy, and their relationship ends. And the guy chooses a woman who's much younger than not only her, but himself. Women can't deal with rejection, and she feels rejected by the situation. So of course, she's going to redefine the situation. She's going to say something on the lines to shame him for choosing a woman that much younger than him. It'll either be that he wants a child or a baby, even though she's above the age of 18, which makes her legal. Yet sometimes they refer to these women that are 21, 22, 23 as babies, which is kind of odd. She'll say things like she only wants him for XYZ. Whatever she can do to psychoanalyze the situation. She didn't have a father. She wants his money. Whatever. She feels rejected because she can't do the same thing. For the most part, most younger men aren't checking for her. So she has to redefine both of the situations. When they're completely content and happy with what they're doing, she feels left out. She feels rejected. So he's a creep, and she's an immature child who doesn't know what she's doing. Why? Because women can't deal with rejection, and she has to redefine the rejection to make herself feel better, because it's not her fault for her current situation. One of my favorite redefinitions is when it comes to women who have some type of what they would call success, whether it be financial or education. Women spend a lot of time in today's culture in areas in which men don't care about, as far as finance and physical, education, things of that nature, career. The thing is, when a man is looking for a wife or a mate, although those things are good that can help him, those are pluses to the situation. But if you don't have the simple things that he needs from a woman, which is a nurturer, someone who can give him children, someone who can have his back and support him and his goals and dreams and make him be the better man he can be. But when a woman can't give those things, but she can offer financial support, she feels rejected when a man doesn't want that. When a man wants a woman to be a woman, and she can offer that because she didn't learn how to, or she forgot how to be, trying to be competitive, trying to be a man. She redefines that with a lot of different things. They say he's insecure, he feels inadequate. They say he's threatened by her success. When that's a bunch of malarkey to the fullest. And it's a lot of social engineering in the situation, because society does not want men to feel comfortable making less money than men. But they don't want to acknowledge that part. But traditional men don't mix with modern women. That's just a fact. And a traditional man can care less about how many degrees you have, how much money you make. When he wants a wife, that's what he wants. But she feels threatened by this because she's rejected. And again, she hits you with all those deflections and redefinitions because it's not her fault. It's like these women want men to feel some type of way in an area which we don't give a damn about. And the only way she can make herself feel better by patting herself on the back is by redefining the situation. Women say they want men to be honest and open about their feelings, but whenever men do, and if that situation results in them being rejected, they can't deal with it. They cannot take it. They're not made to take it. They don't want to take it. See, the thing is that when men get rejected, like I said before, most of us know that we either have to step our game up or go into a lane where we are more compatible with. But not women. See, they won't change the situation. It's never their fault. They're always the victim, or they're always the victor. Either you're not good enough, or you have a handicap, you have an issue. It's your problem, it's not hers, because they really can't deal with rejection. The sad part is they really, really can't deal with it. Like, these redefinitions in their mind are reality. The sad thing is most of their friends will co-sign these redefinitions. Some of them know damn well it's their fault, but they're either too scared to tell them, or they're secretly happy that they're in the situation that they're in. Because if your friend is overweight and unattractive and not healthy, and you keep telling her, "Oh girl, you look good the way you are," yada yada yada, you're hating, because you're not telling her the truth. A real friend would tell her, "Girl, you need to do something about that," but she's not. And there's a flip side to this as well, because say it is a big girl and the guy is with her and she's attracted to that guy,